We are live in the house. Woohoo! We have Stacey here, which is amazing. I never know what day it is. Wednesday. On this wonderful Wednesday, I like to call it peak of the week. Are you a hump day or a peak of the week?
Yeah, hump day, but actually peak of the week. Yeah, I've never heard that before.
I just think it sounds more positive.
It does, yeah, than hump. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Hump day to me sounds we're up there. We went up the hill. And now we're on the other side. It's a bit depressing. Peak of the week's like it's
woohoo.
Yes, exactly. So if you are watching, please drop a note in the comment and let us know we're watching. So Stacey has come to 2 minutes. I've got the wrong banner going along the bottom. Let me change that. There we go. It's not meant to say come to the Art and Science World Class Coaching. That was last night. It's meant to say hear how Stacey manifests her dream job. So we're here to talk about Stacey's journey and how Stacey is going to be graduating as a mind coding practitioner. And in the process of you doing your program, you actually attracted, manifested, created, materialized, whatever word you want to use, your dream job, right?
Yes. I can believe it. I can't believe it. I can believe it happened. Like, incredible. Yeah.
So just tell everyone a bit about like how you were feeling before you joined mind coding, like what the difference is since you've done the program.
So obviously followed you both on Facebook, read your book, and obviously really good friend of mine, Wendy, obviously has worked with both of you, and I saw it come up. And normally I procrastinate about things. Like, oh no, I can't do that. That's too much. No. But I saw it come up, and I was like, I have to apply. I have to do it. And obviously, I was very, very fortunate to do it through the scholarship. And there was no kind of thinking about it. I just did it, which I've never ever done before. So that was kind of a bit strange. And obviously, I got a place. And it's been absolutely incredible. And I was kind of saying to you prior, Cheryl, that I felt going into this course, the imposter syndrome and the inner critic, that I wasn't worthy to have a place on this mind coding accredited course. Didn't, I guess, not really understand like what it was going to be about. And I've been really able to understand like my identity, my self-limiting beliefs, and really kind of do some work around that, which has been challenging, but really exciting at the same time. I've really enjoyed the coding circles. They've been so valuable to meet each week and kind of discuss like, work through our workbooks and chat things through, and things that have been going well or maybe barriers and things. That's been really good. But obviously I'm coming towards the end of my fixed term role. So I'm a paediatric nurse. And one of the things I wanted was, I was a burnt out nurse. And I think probably lots of people know within the NHS, it's a really toxic environment. It's full of negative behaviour and beliefs, and it's not a great place to be. And I really want to change that. And I guess doing this mind coding course has been brilliant, because I've kind of understood how energy works, how I want to vibrate, and kind of, understanding that I'm around negative people that are vibrating at a lower level than me, but being able to kind of cut myself off, I guess, and continue to vibrate at that positive energy. And my colleagues have noticed a real difference in my behavior over probably the last kind of 4 or 5 months. They're like, you're so positive about everything. Like, yes, you have to be. And then like, we've had conversations about, like our self-limiting beliefs and how we, give out to the universe, and, what the universe then gives back to us. So that's been really exciting. I guess coming towards the end of my fixed term contract, I was saying to my colleagues, I know the job I want, but it's not out there. This is the job I want. This would be a dream job, going back into the hospital and helping young people transition that have got long-term conditions from children's to adult services. I was like, that's what I want to do. That is my dream job. But there aren't many of those jobs around. And I was driving on the M25 and I did quite a lot of work around it, kind of on a vision board, and again, you know, journaling about it, like how that would work, you know, how that would feel in my life, and kind of really visualizing and feeling like that job. I was driving along the M25 and my best friend called me and she was like, "You'll never believe what job I just found." I was like, "What?" And it's literally 20 minutes down the road. So it's a local hospital, so I won't have to commute into London. So I did the application. I was like, this is mine. This is my job. And a few people were like, you know, I guess like people do are like, you know, if it's not meant to be, you know, don't get upset. I was like, no. This is my job. And at the coding circle, I can remember Joe saying to me, I said, coming towards the interview, I was like, I don't like interviews. And she's like, there's a self-limiting belief in itself, Stacey. You need to go back and do some work around that. And actually, I hadn't recognized that myself. So prior to the interview, I then went back and did some work around those self-limiting beliefs about interviews and changing it into like a positive affirmation.
Yeah.
And tried to not go into the interview like Tigger, because I was so excited. I wasn't feeling nervous or anything. I walked into that hospital and I was like, this is where I'm going to be working.
Wow.
And yeah, got offered the job. And I think it just shows when you really work around those self-limiting beliefs and you're able to be aware and catch those beliefs and then be like, no. And then change it.
I love that. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, and it's about intention, right? So you were like, I love how you said though, that you've still, and this is what mind coding is about, right? It's about you coding your mind so that you can show up and be and, you know, come from a different energy, but then it's impacting the people around you. It's impacting the people at work. They've noticed the difference. We know that when you're in other people's energy, you can get contaminated. Let's contaminate people with positive energy.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And the fact that you've been able to demonstrate there is another way of being.
Yeah, and they're able to see that, which is really exciting. And a colleague I work with, she's also was looking for another job, and she's like looking through, you know, an extra, I can't apply for that. And I was like, why? Because I haven't got this. So just through conversations, she applied for the job. She went for the interview. It was a great experience. She wasn't successful. But then another job came up that she was like, oh, no. And I was like, you have to apply for it. And she was successful. And I was like, it just shows that actually, if you do a bit of work on yourself, you can, turn that around.
It's the art of the possible, right? And the fact that you've been like, right, this is even though the job didn't exist, you've then sat and gone very clear about your intention. What's your soul goal? What's your intention? This is what I'm looking for. And ta-da! All of a sudden, then your friend's like, oh, there you go, 20 minutes down the road. And it's like we believe, right? You and I believe that you attracted that to yourself rather than you went out looking and hustled and worked hard and found something because you were desperate to get out of the situation you were in. Yes. It's very different.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Absolutely. And I'm now really excited about going into this new role and causing that ripple effect, you know. And I think one thing I've learned in the mind coding is around the one module I enjoyed probably the most is everyone's got a different map, you know, their view of the map.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably changed in my work as well, is being able to listen to people's other, you know, views and taking that on board and kind of not having that judgment, I think has really impacted the way I work. And I think into this new role, that will help, you know, change things within the hospital by the way I behave now. But it definitely takes work, right? Especially like the whole, I think more the judgment thing, is being able to catch myself, and recognizing that, and then doing that kind of that work around it.
Oh God, definitely. It's work in progress. Like this work it's ongoing all the whole time, isn't it? But the fact that you've expanded your consciousness, you've expanded your awareness, you've created a result in your life that you desired, and now you get to go with these new tools and techniques and be able to use them in your life daily with your colleagues, with the people that you're working with, to have a positive impact. It's a ripple effect, isn't it?
Yeah. And that's what I want to do. Like, there's so many nurses that are burnt out, that can't see a way out. And actually there is, whether that is coming out of the NHS or taking a different direction, it all comes around like that mindset and those kind of, values and beliefs and the identity. So yeah, I'm really excited.
I love that. So, because we did our art and science masterclass last night, which we are where we talked about mind coding, because the next collective is available now. So if you want to join the next collective of mind coding, you can apply now. Doors are open until the 30th of September. We've got some amazing bonuses in there as well. What's your advice, or what would you say to anyone who is considering mind coding?
Do it. I don't know what it was, but like normally, like I said before, like I'd procrastinate and be like, no, that's not for me. Or kind of think, how am I going to even have time to do all of this? But do it. And it's such an amazing course. It's not hard work. I think 'cause it's so interesting and it's such a great journey for yours, especially for me as an individual, that has then had a really good impact on my family, on my little boy, on my colleagues. It's fantastic. And I think you make it work around your life, because actually it enhances, and it's a game changer. So I wouldn't even think about it. Just do it, because it will definitely change the way, in your own personal life, in your work life, in your business and everything. Yeah.
I love that. Love. So from here now, so obviously we've got our graduation next Tuesday. Like, what else do you intend to go and do with this new found knowledge and expertise that you've got?
So I think my ultimate goal is to do coaching for kind of NHS, probably nurses, because obviously I'm a nurse myself, and I want to be able to, like I said, that ripple effect. I think that's kind of my long-term goal. But like my short-term goals are kind of continuing I've even started going back through the modules and looking back where I first started and how far I've come.
Yeah.
And realizing that we need to continue to be working on ourselves, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of, in the mornings now, I've got this habit of, I get up, I do some heartfulness breathing, I do journaling, I set my intentions for the day. So actually it doesn't matter what kind of happens next, because I know I've set my intentions for the day.
Yeah.
And then making the time for myself in the evening to look at those things that I'm really like grateful for.
Yeah.
And big things. But I think it's having a positive impact on the people that are around me. So like my little boy, I think I've become more aware of how I interact with him.
Mm-hmm.
Like looking at his kind of the emotional triggers and how I can manage that. So he is able to become more emotional resilient as he grows up.
Yeah.
I think that's had a really big impact. And the way his behavior then maybe triggers some emotion in me, I'm able to catch that, and work through that before it kind of then affects him, as it were. So yeah, so I think my long-term goal is to make everybody super happy within the NHS.
Yeah, I mean, what a goal!
With that, we'll change the world, right? Like
I love that. I love that.
Super excited, and thank you so much for the opportunity. Like I've just, I don't think I realised how much like I would grow. and everything. It's just having that self-awareness, isn't it? Yeah, it's been fantastic. So thank you to you both.
Thank you. What an amazing journey for us. And like you say, it was a scholarship which, you know, you was hand selected to get the scholarship, and just the fact that you've then manifested and created your dream job 20 minutes down the road whilst you've been in this opportunity is just like, it's just amazing. And then, like you say, you get to go on and spread these tools and have a ripple effect in the NHS again is amazing. It's just fabulous.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Very excited for the next few months and years, definitely.
So I will if you go onto Donna or Eyes, or if you're in the Facebook group, if you're in the Soul System, you will find the link, but I will put it in here on this live after we've ended this session. If you want to come and be part of collective number 2, Stacey says, just do it.
Do it.
Do it.
No regrets.
No regrets. So thank you for joining us. We will be live and direct next week again. We're going to be coming on every day with somebody who is going through their graduation period and sharing stories of how fabulous mind coding is. Thank you so much for joining us today, Stacey.
Thank you.
And we will see you all very soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.